Alright, Shalom, Mr. Bro from the GMS of North Carolina came back with another video. Before we go any further, we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Karkwadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone for teaching us the truth, according to the Bible, and rule well, and peace and blessings to self-elect of the nation of Israel, today through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Basically, just going to go into a lesson on how, we should be resting in this word. This word should be our comforter in these last days. We shouldn't be looking for fleshly things like, I wouldn't say brothers might have different hobbies that they might do. Our first, if brothers might have women that comfort them, our first line of comfort should be this word. The understanding of this knowledge is what's supposed to give us rest and comfort. Because we are in hell, brothers gotta remember that. This is Babylon the Great. This is the land of our captivity. This is St. Matthew chapter 11 verse 8. Come unto me. This is Lord Yahushua speaking, Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden. We are laboring, we are heavy laden. And I will give you rest. Yahweh Shema Shai said he was going to give us rest, Because this world, we find no rest in this world, We go to work. We work 12-hour days, 10-hour days, 4 or 5 days out of the week. When you get home, you got to take care of your family. You got to take care of your kids. You got to pay bills. There's no rest here in Babylon, But the Lord said he was going to give us rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest for your souls. So take on the Lord's yoke, Come under the bondage of the Lord, And come do what Yahweh Shema Shai commanded you. He's saying, for I am meek and lowly, and ye shall find rest for your souls. So coming back to your heritage as Hebrew Israelites, coming back and doing what Yahweh Shema Shai commands you to do, diving into this word, into these scriptures, you are going to find rest for your souls here. Because here in Babylon, once again, we have no rest. Verse 30, it's like, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord Yahweh Shai, his burden is easy, his yoke is light, The Lord is not going to put anything on us too hard that we can't handle. Ultimately, this word is going to, when we read these scriptures, they give us hope, they give us a sense of purpose, and that was the whole point. This is St. John. I'm just going to bring a couple of scriptures. I was driving, and I was meditating, because, we're in hell, but you gotta always remember to resort back to the scriptures. This is St. John chapter 14, verse 16. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth in you, and shall be in you. I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. So Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord Yahweh Shai, his Spirit is dwelling in us, That's why we're able to understand these scriptures. And by us reading these scriptures, they give us rest. They give us a sense of comfort, I just mentioned to the Spirit, they give us hope, knowing that we're not always going to be the first fire, last fire. We're not always going to be the nation not desired. We're not always going to be that nation at the bottom, We're not always going to be waking up at the crack of dawn. Brothers might be working the graveyard shift, working these crazy hours, having to deal with our women, having to deal with our kids growing up in this wicked society. No, we are soon going to get out of this place. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 5. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. To you, those who are troubled, we are troubled in this world. The scriptures say in the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. So what? And to you who are troubled, rest with us. Yeah, so rest with us where? In this word, in these scriptures. This is where you're supposed to rest. This is where you're supposed to find your comfort. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in a flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Yeah, so what? Hey, the Lord is coming back to bring judgment to this place, so we need to rest with him in this word. That should bring comfort to your spirit to know that the Lord is going to judge this place for all of its wickedness. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. Yes, so we're supposed to be comforting brothers with these words. That's why we make these epistles. When brothers watch brothers' videos, that brings comfort to their spirits, so our spirits. These words are supposed to comfort us and give us rest. This is real quick. Give me 1 second, brothers. It's Isaiah 28, and I'll start 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest wherein ye may cause the weary to rest. So yeah, this is the rest, These scriptures, our people want to find rest in every place under the sun instead of diving in the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, We're quick to dive to try to get comfort from our women, drinking wine, drinking alcohol, maybe watching your favorite TV show, playing a video game. Hey, but brothers, our first comfort, our first line of rest should be this word. The scriptures is likened unto a woman, right? Sophia. So this knowledge is supposed to be your comfort. This knowledge, this understanding is supposed to give you rest. It's supposed to give you an ease at the mind, because that's where this battle mostly lies at, in the mind. What? You're complaining that you have a body, your body might be aching. Well, sit down and read the word, And hey, the Lord has the power to heal you. Isaiah 28:12, to whom he said, this is the rest wherein you may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refresher, yet they will not hear. Yeah, so this is the refresher, this word. Hey, it refreshes you, it renews your spirit. Hey, this the word is living waters. It's supposed to refresh you. It's supposed to be baptized in the word. But that was pretty much the lesson. Hey brothers, we're supposed to find actually Baruch Shah, brothers, bear with me. I got one more precept in the book of Ezra. I was just reading this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 12, and it reads, verse 13. 2nd Ezra 14:13. Now therefore set thy house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them that be in trouble. Yeah, so scripture is saying comfort such as them that be in trouble. How are we comforting each other, with these words? We read in Thessalonians 4:18, comfort one another with these words. So when brothers do these lessons, that's why the Lord said, if you love me, feed my sheep. We are comforting the lambs of Yahweh Shema Shai when we make these epistles, We're comforting brothers' minds, giving brothers putting more hope in the brothers, basically boosting each other's spirits. Hey, that's why you gotta be watching videos. You gotta be locked in to the word. And it reads, comfort such of them that be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Yeah, so we're supposed to put off corruption, We're supposed to put off the things that we used to do in the world, those things that used to give us comfort and stability, and come back and serve Yahweh by Shema Shai. God. Verse 14, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast off the burden of man, put off now the weak nature. Yeah, so all those things that in your worldly affairs, cast those things off, and come back and basically meditate on this word. Meditate on the things to come. Meditate on the kingdom of heaven, which is fastly approaching. Meditate on the Lord, and his precepts. Verse 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto you. So you're supposed to set those thoughts aside and cleanse your mind through this word. How shall a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. You're supposed to cleanse your mind, basically brainwash, that's what a word goes back to, brainwashing your mind, and with these scriptures. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Yeah, so what? The thoughts that are most heavy unto you, you're supposed to set those things aside, brothers, and meditate on this word, on the scriptures. It was just something I was thinking about while I was driving back from dropping the birds off. We just had camp today. Birds go. We go out there and camp. Then we gotta go back to our normal lives. And sometimes it can weigh heavy on the mind, on the spirit. But hey, we almost out of this place. Babylon the Great is ultimately about to be destroyed. This thing is a battle of the mind. So hey, when you're feeling heavy in your mind, what do you gotta do? Hey, you gotta get into these scriptures. The Lord said He's gonna give you rest. But Lord's willing, you get brothers edified through the Spirit and probably how by Shema Shor. Lord's willing, this lesson was comforting to the Akim that was supposed to hear, the Akim and the women, the men, the brothers and sisters. That the few sisters that do listen to these lessons. But before we go any further, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Karkwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching us the truth, according to the Bible well, and peace and blessings so elect of the nation of Israel. Next time we say, Shalom.